Well, good morning, everyone. It's the day before the first day of spring. The grass is starting to get a little greener. That means you better start getting ready to cut it. Let's talk a little bit about your lawnmower spring prep. So most of you probably have a push mower like this for your normal size yard. I have a couple of John Deere tractors as well that I'll be doing some other videos for. But we need to get this thing ready before you just pull the cord and start cutting with it. Make sure it's going to last you the whole season and many more seasons beyond this one. So one of the first things you're going to want to do is probably change the oil if you didn't do that the year before. So you're going to want to check that every time before you start it and make sure it's got a good oil level in there. And if not, you always want to add oil before you start it. But here in the spring, if you didn't change the oil last fall, let's do it now. Most mowers are going to have an oil fill cap on one side or the other. So what you're going to want to do is open that up and put a drain pan over to the side. And you just tilt that mower up on the side and drain the old oil out of it. Do a quick Google search for the capacity of oil in your mower and go ahead and add back what they say for the capacity and give it a few minutes to settle, and then you can check the oil level. What you're going to want is that oil level to be in those hash marks on your dipstick. One more thing to know is that to change the oil, it's a good idea to start the mower up and to run it for a few minutes and warm the oil up so that you can drain it and it flows out of there a little more easily. Another thing you'll probably want to do is check the spark plug. You may want to replace it if you haven't replaced it in a year or two. They're not expensive. Go ahead and pull the old one out, check the numbers on it, go get yourself a new one. If you're not sure about that, I have a couple videos on changing spark plugs on the John Deere lawn tractors, and you can check those out. They're pretty much all the same as far as how to do it. It's just a matter of getting the right spark plug. So the spark plug is something you probably don't have to change every season, but it could be a good idea and it'll help the mower run a little bit better. One thing you will want to change every season would be the air filter. So let's take a look at that. On this particular model, it's over here under this cover. So you'll want to look at your mower and see where there looks like there's some kind of plastic cover. That's typically where you'll find the air cleaner. So this box opens from the top and this cover pops right off. And there's the old, dirty, and disgusting air filter. You should see some numbers on it and maybe the name. This one is the Briggs & Stratton filter. So you can then go to the store and buy an equivalent, or maybe even the name brand with those same numbers on it. Now while we're talking about this air filter and we have it off, this is a good time to start the mower for the first time. And here's why. After sitting all season, you tend to have the fuel that's settled out of the whole system and out of the carburetor. But with the air filter off, you can spray a little bit of starting fluid in here, and that'll help it fire up real easy on that first or second pull, and then it'll pull the fuel through all on its own. Otherwise, you're pulling and pulling on the cord trying to get it to start, and what you're actually doing those first few pulls is pulling the fuel through it as it pumps the fuel through, or vacuum pulls it through. So if you use the starting fluid, you can save yourself a lot of effort by letting it catch quicker, and then the motor will pull the fuel through on its own. Doesn't take much, just a quick squirt. Once you get it to fire up that first time, you should be pretty good for the rest of the season. You can see the difference in the air filter from the old to the new. It's pretty dramatic, and that better airflow will definitely help the engine to run better. Once you get the air filter in place, put the cover back on. Make sure it snaps in, and you're good to go. Now, if you're anything like me, you probably don't let your equipment get too dirty in the first place, and frankly, I don't ever put it away and store it all filthy anyway. So if you do that, great, and if not, well, in the spring is a good time to clean it up, look it over as you wipe it down. You can use any all-purpose cleaner. Something like Simple Green works great. There's quite a few others out there that'll work too. All cleaned up. The last thing you'll probably want to do for the new season would be to sharpen the mower blades. You can watch for a video on that. Having those sharp mower blades will definitely help your lawn look a little better. Well, that's all there is to it to get your mower ready to go for spring. Just a few simple things that'll really make your mowing experience a little better this year. So go ahead and take care of that stuff, and you'll have a much better season, and your grass will look a lot better too. Thanks for watching. Please click like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.